This is Sandy. Today we're going to make a pasta dish, a fresh pasta dish with scampi. And you should receive this box with all the ingredients that you need and the instruction card in here, which you can refer to later. Let's see what we have here. So here we have the fresh handmade pasta. So this pasta is made fresh every day at our restaurant with Japanese eggs and 2 kinds of Italian flour to actually create the texture, because normally fresh pasta is a little bit more soft. We like to have still a little bit more bite or al dente to it, so we use 2 different kind of flours to create that. And then we have pre-cut parsley, and we have chili flakes, and our homemade stock. Our stock is actually seafood and chicken stock, which takes about half a day to do. Butter, which helps to put the dishes together. And the star of the show, these are Italian scampi. Sometimes they call langoustine, sometimes they call scampi. It's very, very sweet, and it can be actually eaten as sashimi or on its own as a starter. But today we're going to put it together in the pasta. Okay, let's cook. So this dish, there are 2 components to it. So there is the seafood part and then the pasta part. So we're going to actually start by pan frying these first. They can be eaten as sashimi. It's 10 times more sweet than your regular prawns. So we start off by using a pan, heating it up, and put a little bit of oil. And again, you want it to be smoky. And you add a little bit of butter. The dairy in the butter will help later these to actually add that nice brown color. So once it starts getting smoky, carefully putting these down. The cut side down, the meat side down. And you can just leave it. You don't need to do anything, don't need to stir it around. Occasionally you can press down the head part and the meat part. And you can already smell the fragrance of the prawns. And we're done. So we turn off the heat, shake it a little bit so it doesn't bake, and we leave it to the side while we cook the pasta. We change it to a flat, wider pan, and we have a pot of hot water always on the side boiling, and we add the stock to the pan, turn it on at high heat, and we grab the fresh handmade tagliolini. We cook it what we call risotto style, the way we cook pasta in restaurant, which means we never actually cook it completely through in just water. We let the pasta cook slowly through in stock. That adds a lot more flavor to the pasta dish, because a lot of times you wonder why at restaurant the pasta tastes so much better. I mean, we're cooking it in stock that takes hours to make. So you just basically use this to soften up the pasta. Then you put it in and turn it up to high heat. In the initial stage of cooking the pasta is still kind of a little hard. You don't want to twirl it around too much because you'll end up breaking the pasta into little pieces. And nobody wants to eat broken pasta. And you let the stock bring up to a boil and start cooking that. All you want to do is just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the side of the pan. Now it's boiling now, so we keep it at the highest marking. This will probably take a few minutes to cook through, and then you can check later by tasting a piece of the pasta to see if it's completely cooked. You want the stock to basically get all absorbed and reduced into the sauce. Okay, so the pasta's pretty much cooked and the stock is nicely reduced down, and you can slightly lower the heat, but still you should still see bubbles. And this is when you can add your butter, parsley, and chili flakes, and just start to swirl. And you start to see the sauce will come together as the butter melts and emulsifies. You still want to keep it at high heat, so this gets reduced down quickly and the pasta is not sitting in there for too long. Now this is done.